All right, this is chapter 4.1, the polynomial function. So number 18, all you need to do is to state the degree. So we're going to look at the greatest value of the exponent, so which is going to be a 4. So your degree is going to be 4. Okay, look at number 22. So the greatest value is 2, so your degree is 2. Okay, so for number 24, if you distribute the square root of x, you're going to get x minus square root of x. The square root of x is actually going to be written as x to the 1/2. This is not a polynomial. Number 26, this is a rational function, so this is not a polynomial, so I'm going to say no. Understand that if the 0 is a -2, x is equal to -2, you want to add 2 on both sides. So you're going to get x plus 2 from -2. Okay, vice versa, x is equal to 2, which means that you want to subtract 2 on both sides. So from the 0 of 2, you're going to get x minus 2. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. So on and so forth. For the one with the 0 of 3 is going to be x minus 3. And this is going to be my polynomial function. Okay, so here we are. You actually can get many different answers because you can insert any coefficient in it, and then your polynomial is going to look different. But in here, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to make sure that all my coefficients is 1. Okay, so here we are. We're just going to go ahead and distribute, do the FOIL. Okay, so this is going to give you x squared minus 4, and then you're going to multiply by x minus 3. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and FOIL it one more time, and this is going to give you x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 12. Okay, now let's look at number 46. So from the -4, let me just go ahead and write the function notation. -4 is going to give you x plus 4, and then the 0 is x minus 0, but we don't have to write minus 0. It's just basically x. Okay, and with the 1 with the 2, you're going to go x minus 2. Okay, so go ahead and FOIL these two. Okay, so this is going to give you x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 8. Okay, we can go ahead and just combine the positive 4x and negative 2x. Okay, so this is going to give you positive 2x. Okay, and then one last step, just go ahead and distribute the x to all three terms. This is going to give you x cubed plus 2x squared minus 8x. So first of all, you want to solve for the real zeros. You want to set the function equals to 0, so which means that x plus 4 equals to 0, x plus 3 equals to 0, and then you're just going to go ahead and solve for x. Okay, so now you got the x equals to -4 and -3. Now all you need to do is look at the exponent to determine the multiplicity. So for -4, it's going to be multiplicity of 1, so I'm going to put m1, and then for -3, since the exponent is 3, so it's going to be m3. Okay, crossing or touching. So if it's a multiplicity of 1 or multiplicity of 3, since they're all odd numbers, so both of them is going to be crossing. Turning points. So you want to multiply everything out, but you don't have to really do that. So it's because this is basically telling you it's going to be x, and then you know that if you multiply this out, so it's going to give you x to the third power. So your highest degree is going to be x to the fourth power, which means that your turning point is going to be 1 less than the exponent value, which is going to be 3. Determining the end behaviors. So first of all, I'm going to say that x is equal to negative infinity. What's going to happen? So if you plug in the negative infinity here and there, you're going to get your y equals to, going to be 4 times negative infinity times negative infinity to the third power. So it's also going to be positive infinity. Okay, so which means that your end behavior is going to be somewhere over here. Plugging x equals to positive infinity. So if you're plugging positive infinity into x, you're going to get y equals to positive infinity. So the end behavior is going to be right here. Number 64, set equal to 0, and then I'll solve for the x. So x is going to equal to negative rad 3. X is going to equal to positive 2. So look at the multiplicity. Since the exponent is 2 for the rad 3 or negative rad 3, so it's going to be multiplicity of 2. The other one is going to be multiplicity of 4. Yeah, crossing and touching, if it's multiplicity of 2 or multiplicity of 4, since they're both even numbers, so this is going to be touching. So turning points, so this is going to potentially give you x squared, and this is going to give you x to the 4th power. So total, you're going to get x to the 6th power. So your turning points is going to be 1 less than 6. It's going to be 5. So end behaviors. So now if I insert negative infinity into x, your y is going to be negative infinity squared, negative infinity to the 4th power. So exponents are going to be even numbers. So that's going to tell you that it's going to be positive infinity times positive infinity. Y is going to be positive infinity. Okay, so which means that your end behavior is going to be right here. I'm going to have x equals to a positive infinity. So which means that your y is going to be positive infinity as well. So end behavior on the other side is going to be that direction. So zeros, all you need to do is set it equal to 0. So you're going to get x equals to positive 1, x equals to negative 4, x equals to positive 3. Everything is going to be multiplicity of 1. Crossing or touching. So all of them are multiplicity of 1, which means that it's going to be crossing. Turning points. So we got x times x times x. So it's going to be x to the 3rd power. Turning point is going to be 3 minus 1, which is going to be 2. Let's determine the end behaviors. So you got x. We're going to insert negative infinity in there. So y is going to be negative infinity times another negative infinity. Here we are. We're going to get negative infinity for the y. So it's going to be this direction. Okay, so what if I put in positive infinity in there? So you're going to get y equals to 3 positive infinities multiply each other. So it's going to be another positive infinity. So it's going to be this direction here. So real zeros. So you set it equal to 0. So you got x equals to 2, x equals to negative 2, x equals to negative 4. Okay, so this one is the m2, multiplicity of 2. This one is m1, and this one is also m1. Crossing or touching again. So if it's m2, means that it's going to be touching. And then for the m1, the two m1s are going to be crossing. Turning points. So we're going to get x squared here, and then we're going to get an x here, and then multiply another x. So you're going to see your highest degree of the polynomial is going to be x to the 4th power, which means that 4 minus 1, turning points is going to be 3. Talk about the end behavior. So here we got the negative infinity. So which means that the y is going to be negative infinity, and you square it, it's going to be positive infinity later. So multiply another negative infinity times another negative infinity. So if you look at it, y is going to be positive infinity. Okay, so your end behavior is going to be this direction. X equals to a positive infinity. You know that every time you put in a positive infinity, it's going to be positive infinity for the y. So the end behavior is going to be this direction. Take care. Good luck.